Well, there's a degree of exasperation in Europe and in Parliament about the way in which the Prime Minister has dealt with this whole issue. She pulled the vote in December, put it off to January and lost, put it off to March a second time and lost, and is now trying to bring the same thing back. Well, I made it very clear to people in Brussels yesterday, there is not support for her deal. There is support for various alternative options, one of which we'll put, which is of a customs union with Europe, and is about market access and protection of rights, consumer rights, environmental protections, as well as workers' rights. And that's what we're going to put. I believe that can then be negotiated with the EU. We have a very short window of opportunity to do this. Let's make the most of it and take it.
And you believe
It would have to be a change to the political declaration, and the political declaration could be amended considerably, which would be able to incorporate the sort of things that I put forward. What we've had so far is the Prime Minister trying to introduce legislation which prevented Parliament having a say. We defeated that by very strong action, particularly by the Labour Party in Parliament. And we now have, at last, it seems, a realisation of the Prime Minister. She's got to listen and consult with Parliament. She cannot go on living in a bunker and pretending it's all going to come all right next week. It won't, unless there's a change by her. I had a meeting with the Prime Minister on Wednesday evening. We had quite a long conversation, and she recognised this was an option coming up, and she's very well aware of the arithmetic on it, because the amendment to allow indicative votes was only very narrowly defeated in Parliament, and it's coming back again as an amendment on Monday, and if it's carried, then those indicative votes would take place on Wednesday afternoon. I think it is a very promising way around the impasse. I've had meetings with colleagues across all parties over the last few days, and yesterday I was in Brussels meeting Michel Barnier and Martin Selmayr on behalf of the Commission and the negotiator, and I also met 7 Prime Ministers representing socialist governments all across Europe, explained what is going on and what our position is. Our position is we want a close economic relationship with Europe. We don't want to create a tax haven on the shores of Europe. Our future has to be of trade and alignment with Europe, particularly on rights. And that is what I put forward. And there's a lot of understanding and support and deep frustration with the way in which the Prime Minister has behaved in all this. It means putting forward a sensible view of how our relationship with Europe could work in the future. It is very late in the day, but then the Prime Minister has had 2.5 years to undertake these negotiations, hasn't done so. It's time for Parliament to take